Quizmas! Welcome to Quizmas!
Welcome to Quizmas.
It's Quizmas with Harmony and Amber, and I'm Amber.
I'm Harmony.
And we are gonna joke around and take teenage girl quizzes! Yes!
Oh, I can't wait.
I know, I've been so excited about this one. I've got 17, I've got like Cosmo, I've got some old school ones from like the 20s. You looked up some that were like...
One from 1990s and one from early aughts. So...
Perfect.
Yeah.
I really want the full teenage experience. So I think we have a very obvious first quiz, because you already knew who you wanted to take it on too.
Oh, yes.
It's Does Your Crush Like You?
Yeah. Should I tell everyone who my crush is?
Absolutely, yeah.
So they can judge me? Okay, so it's Adam Driver. You might know him as Kylo Ren. I love an edgelord.
She was not just saying that. Take it all back. Yeah. But he's been on so many other things. So.
Oh, yeah. Shall I list them?
Yes.
He had a brief cameo in Lincoln. This is the full...
Yeah, I want the IMDb.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I saw Lincoln, it was good. I didn't know he was in it. I think I'll enjoy going back and being like, oh, I know who Adam Driver is now.
He's like a telegraph operator, and he turns around and he's like... He says something like, oh, we got a thing, or something. Like, it's so stupid and small, but I watched it like 3 times.
We were literally just downstairs because our friends are watching Law & Order SVU, and you were like, the Adam Driver episodes were not good. Actually,
it wasn't his fault, but he was like a creepy lab tech who handled rats. So it wasn't like really hot role versus like him and girls, maybe HBO's Girls. Or,
I was like, that's where people probably know him from too,
yeah.
right? Is Girls. I saw him with some Daniel Radcliffe movie, I think it was. That was kind of fun. It was like a dating one, but there was like time.
He was the sidekick.
Yes.
And he, I forget what the movie was about, but he makes out with the actress a lot.
Perfect.
It's real hot. And then...
Oh, there was Marriage Story, right? He was also... That was like...
Ben Stiller.
Oscar nominated, wasn't it? Was it the one... Because he was
no, Marriage Story with, Natalie... Not
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also a hottie.
Nominated? I think he was. Yes. For that one. And he was just okay in that. One of his first serious roles was Hungry Hearts, and that was so good. He was so good in it. Holy shit, I cried. Like, that movie was so good. I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. He should have gotten the Oscar for that, but nobody knew who he was, so it would have been like, of course he wouldn't have won it, but
Why do you like Adam Driver? Why is he your crush?
Oh my god, I don't know.
He's hot, right? You just find him attractive. That's all you need to say.
He's hot. I love his big nose, and he's not very like, he's like weirdly handsome. He's not super like conventionally attractive, but he looks kind of weird, and I kind of like that.
You know, all women get it because we have talked to each other a bunch of times about those men, like, the Pete Davidson is a very popular one right now because he keeps dating really hot ladies, and all these guys are like, I don't get it. And not every woman, but a bunch of women are like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but also kind of...
I feel like that's weird because I think he looks like a male model. Like, he's an attractive television face person, so I'm not sure what... But he has, like, weird hair, and he wears, like...
Well, he's got a chronic illness, so he's got kind of like the dark circles under his eyes, and like I don't think people realize how him being charming and funny is also like a huge part of the attraction and the confidence piece.
Sorry, I got real deep on this.
Oh no, it's all right. No, we could also just say because he's hot, like, and I find him hot, and nobody else has to. Did you find Adrian Brody hot?
Oh my god, yes.
You love a big nose.
Yeah, I have a whole Adrian Brody thing. But he actually won the Oscar for the first movie he did, for a serious role that was very good. Piano.
That's true.
The Pianist.
I actually watched that movie. It was pretty good, too.
Good.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
So, you like talented big schnozzes. You have a type. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we're more concerned if he likes you back. So, are they just being friendly, or do they want to be more than friends? Take this quiz and find out. All right?
Okay.
How close are you and your crush? Not very close, or we're pretty good friends?
Not very close.
At a bonfire, bonfire your crushes, chatting with everyone and sitting next to you occasionally, or roasting marshmallows for you?
Probably talking, only sitting next to me occasionally. Maybe by mistake. He doesn't know who I am.
It's a bonfire, and he's like, I
Right.
gotta sit next to somebody. There's only a few logs.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad now.
Oh no, okay, but you have to imagine, okay, now we're gonna go, okay, you have to imagine your crush knows you, and what would he do based on your idea of his personality? And
I'm more concerned with my behavior in this situation.
oh, yeah.
Humana.
Alright, haven't you had dreams with him though? How did you interact with him?
Oh, do you remember that?
Yeah.
But the listeners don't remember, so I guess
No,
I'll
so you can
remember
tell
it.
them, I suppose.
God, I would have these dreams. I'm a married woman, but like, I would have these dreams where like I meet him and we're hitting it off, and like we're
Relatable things. I like that you're like all married women have a dream where they're flirting with a guy. It's fine.
But what would happen? I can't. What it would be like. Something would go wrong, and like we couldn't consummate our budding relationship, or like he would. Oh, he is also a married person in real life, and I know that because I love celebrity gossip and I love Adam Driver, and I would be like, oh, you know, we can't cheat on our partners, or like something very reasonable, like they're very adults.
You weren't having a teen fantasy dream. You were like,
No.
oh, here's my teen crush, but let me go through the practical realities.
Why this won't work, you know.
What a cock blocker
it's not
your
gonna-
mind is. That's not fair. It conjured up your like little crush desires, and then like, no, none of that
No.
for you.
You know why this is wrong.
Yeah. But imagine it's
Right.
your dream and you were hitting it off, okay? Like you at least got that far. You're
Oh, this is like my fantasy. I'm at a bonfire with Adam Driver and he's roasting my marshmallow.
I'm really expecting you to know a lot about Adam Driver's behavior.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's better if it's like an actual celebrity person. I don't know, because it's
well,
more
no.
true to life.
No, but look, is your crush in a relationship? Unfortunately, yes.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
you do
true.
know that. If it was just some random person, you wouldn't have been able to answer that question.
That's true.
Yeah, you have a real
Yeah.
crush. You know about them.
That's true.
Your crush invites you to a party by mentioning it to your whole group chat or texting you and making sure you'll be there.
He doesn't. God, maybe it's like some celebrity appearance, and I'm in the newsletter or whatever.
Sure.
So,
So yeah, mentioning it to the whole group chat. Yeah. During school, okay, to be fair, if I liked somebody, I would still mention it to a bunch of friends because I would not be that obvious. Like, I would have been still like, if I don't know if my crush likes me, I'm gonna be just like generally hoping they come and making sure I'm inviting a lot of people when I'm not like,
right.
yeah, because I don't want to put myself out there and be vulnerable. This is a 17 magazine article, so I'm like,
Right.
I'm 17.
Oh my gosh.
My crush, his name was probably Anthony by historical patterns.
I'm 6'2".
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh, we gotta take a break. I'm regressing.
No, that's the point of this podcast. This is the one. This is the one where we're gonna turn hot pink with embarrassment.
Why am I crying?
We have crushes. It's okay. During school, your crush shoots you a text. It says, "This class is so boring. Save me," or "What are you doing tonight?"
Probably like what are you doing tonight? In the way that like, it's like I hope you're watching my new movie.
I've got a premiere, so it's in the newsletter again.
I get a percentage of the gross.
Yeah.
I would like my fans to come out and.
Oh my god. Your text messages with your crush are usually about classes, homework, and friends you have in common, or pretty much anything you can fit into a 2-hour conversation.
The 2-hour conversation sounds about
That's
our usual.
That's it. That's the one. Have they introduced you to their friends? No. You've never met their
No,
friends.
I've never met them.
Oh my god. crush gives you a cookie they bought from the cafeteria or 2 tickets to see your favorite band. Just assume you're friends. He would definitely not just bring you the shit cookie from the cafeteria. Like, he's a celebrity. He's got money. He's like, here's these tickets I can't go to because my premiere's tonight. I'm raffling them off for my fans, my number 1 fans. I'm really trying to persuade you.
Like, if I knew him and I was, like, friends with him, but I had a crush or something?
Oh, for your birthday, you are signed up as on the Adam Driver top 10 fans mailing list, and the present that he auctions off to...
So the present sent to me by his publicist would probably be the 2 tickets to see your favorite band.
I really made you answer it that way.
Like, who?
Yeah.
He's like in his Barbados compound, like, oops, sending me this letter. Like,
when it's just you and your crush.
It's like, comes that Adam? You think it's just some garbage? I don't know.
I don't know. It's some shit. I don't know.
Crying.
We can say. All right.
It's tense.
It's hot. I did turn on the heater when we went downstairs. Maybe that was. I should have turned on the fan. That would have been bad for the podcast. You actually look like you're dying.
I'm hot from embarrassment. I'm hot from talking about Adam. It's hot because you turned on the heater.
It's just a lot of heat up in this.
Yeah, okay.
When it's just you and your crush, they ask how you've been or say how pretty your smile is.
Is this what being triggered means?
Yeah.
Because I understand it now.
This is so triggering. This is the worst thing I've ever seen you go through. Any human would just ask how you've been, right? Like, if you are around a person.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
all
a
right.
human man. There's a lot of questions. Okay. You chit chat on the phone. Rarely ever, whenever we have the chance. Rarely ever.
Rarely.
Yeah.
But your crush goes away for the weekend, and you've received funny texts from them a few times, or they call to say something reminding them of you.
I guess receive funny texts when his publicist tweets, and then I get the notification.
Yeah. Has your crush ever asked you to do anything, just the 2 of you? Oh, yes, but you think it was just as friends, or yes, and it felt like a date?
Yes, and I think it's just his friends.
Just friends.
I think I know the answer.
When you and your crush are talking, they look around and get a little distracted or maintain blush-worthy eye contact.
Okay, like, I have an issue with this quiz right now because if you can recognize that your crush maintains blush-worthy eye contact,
you already know they have a crush on you.
Right. Or if they look around and get a little distracted. I mean, I guess I'm like, who is this quiz for? And I'm like,
a teenage girl who's interacting with a teenage boy who may also, honestly, do you think every teenage boy maintains blush-worthy eye contact?
Oh God, I don't know.
That's pretty much. I told you this when I was tutoring Richard in high school in Spanish. I got very upset that he was maintaining blush-worthy eye contact instead of learning how to conjugate verbs. So maybe he should have looked around and been a little more aloof. I do think it's weird when, but again, I guess I knew he had a crush. If they do that, you know they have a crush.
Right.
So I was like, play it cool, dude. Jeez, like, Anyway, I assume Adam Driver. Wait, do his photos give off an air of blush-worthy eye contact?
Yeah,
or
that's true.
do they?
No, he does look distracted.
Oh, okay.
He's like tossing a hay bale or something.
Do you find it easy to open up to your crush? Not yet, but I could totally see us getting there. Or, of course, we share all of our secrets.
Not yet, but I can totally see us getting there.
When I catch my crush looking at me, they smile and then look away, or they blush.
Probably smile and look away. Like, there's a big crowd, he has to keep moving.
You're out sick from school. Your crush checks in by texting to see if you're feeling alright, or coming to your house with soup. I feel like all of these are a guy who might have a crush, though.
Yeah.
There is not the option with, like, these are all legit, like, I don't know, or maybe he's just a friend. I don't know.
Do you think maybe these questions are, like on personality tests where they ask you the same question a couple times to narrow in
Oh.
if you're telling the truth on the other one, maybe.
Yeah, we just talked about Myers-Briggs earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe
the 17 quiz is like super
that's
complex.
true. They're like, we're giving it to you in a few different ways. We're calculating the exact amount of percent. Honestly, these do all show little percentages, but that's just who clicked on what, I think.
Right.
So, all right, we only have a few more to get through.
Okay, sure.
You're out sick from school. Your crush checks in by texting to see if you're feeling alright or coming to your house with soup and your favorite hot drink.
Texting to see if you're feeling alright is the closest to not talking to me at all. So.
Look at that though. 7% of people said that their crush would come to their house with soup and your favorite drink. Who does that? Also pandemic.
What
like
teenage boys like, I made you soup.
No one.
Do they know where the Tupperware is?
No. They're also 17. Their moms are still doing their laundry. This is a lot to ask from your crush, actually. Do you and your crush ever hug? Sometimes, but it's more of a side hug situation. Or every time we see each other.
It's more of a side hug where it's only on my side. The hugging is happening.
You hug him with your full heart. You're like, Adam Driver.
The cutout, like the
cardboard
cutout crinkles in my arms. Like, Adam.
Have you ever made your crush laugh? What if he listens to this podcast? What if all we do from this podcast is like Adam Driver, Adam Driver, Adam Driver? You would totally make him laugh all the time. What if I just took over? No. Every now and then? We're hilarious.
Yeah, all the time.
All the
If
time.
he's listening to this, he's slapping his knee.
He's like, what a hoot and a holler. Is that how Adam Driver?
He's like, I need him to not hear this.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do the opposite. Don't everybody bury.
Yeah, don't tell Adam
Don't
Driver
tell Adam
about
Driver.
this episode.
That's the new hashtag.
Yeah.
Don't tell Adam Driver.
No, don't make that trend.
No! Oh, no. Okay,
His publicist will be like, don't tell him what.
I think you might have a relationship with his publicist after this. How much do you and your crush have in common? That's a real question that you can answer. You might know. Like, do you think you're into some of the same movies and TV shows based on what he's posted? Or basically everything?
He doesn't like to watch his own work.
Oh, so no!
So we really don't have the same
Nothing
taste
to
in
talk
movies and TV shows.
What are you most attracted to in your crush? Their looks or definitely their sense of humor and intelligence?
Their looks.
Yeah. Who needs anything else? Do you know each other's zodiac signs?
I think so.
Yeah. You need to pick a gym partner in class. Your crush picks their friend, but not before quickly glancing at you or immediately turns to you.
Picks their friends. The glance is like, is that lady following?
Who's that tall woman? Would she be good in this game if I get another partner?
She really stands out. I saw her a couple other places before this too. I'm calling the police.
Yeah, she's stalking me. No. Does your crush ever compliment you? Sometimes or yes, every day?
Every day in my mind.
Yes, every day. Oh, look, it didn't even score us. It just said if you answered mostly with the first column, give it a shot. If you answered mostly with the second column, make your move? What? They basically...
I should I should tell them how I feel. That's what they're saying.
Oh, okay, so it's good advice for 17-year-olds. Yeah, they're like, tell them how you feel.
But that's true. You do like people who like you. Like, you're way more likely to like them. So if you give it your shot and you just be like, hey, Adam Driver, I like you a lot.
Give it a shot, Harmony, just tell him. I was watching an episode of Summer Camp Island, which is real cute. It started off on Cartoon Network, now it's on HBO, and it's sort of like, oh gosh, what is that? It's kind of like a kid-like adventure time, but also it's good for adults and kids. But anyway, there was a whole episode about just like, it's better to just tell your crush and rip off that band-aid, because if they don't like you, then you just get over it, and at least it wasn't awkward. You just tell them, like, and you don't even tell them, you're just like, and you know what, it's so easy now as a married woman to be like, because my parents were great at this. I've regressed like 5 times. Have you kept track of what conversation I'm having? My parents would watch TV and be like, oh, that's totally my crush, or I've got a crush on them. But they would just tease each other. And it could be real people, or it could be celebrities. They'd be like, oh, you have such a crush. And it was always so okay to experience crush feelings, even though they were soulmates and inseparable and loved each other. You know, so I always had like a healthy you know, like, and I think that was where my lack of jealousy comes from too. Like, they're very good. Like obviously, I love my husband for reasons like that. I could also think somebody else is cute. I don't stop thinking people are attractive. Like, and crushes aren't serious. You can have friend crushes. Like, you can. I've totally like snuggled my friend and held their hand and been like. Yeah. Right, you know, like, crushes are innocent. You might as well just tell somebody, like, oh, I've totally got a crush on you. You're a stone cold mad hottie. Right. And if they're like, ha ha, you know. Actually, I don't know what that reaction means. Do they like me if they go, ha ha?
No.
Oh.
But, but they don't not like you.
Yeah, but at least you just, you know, I kind of understand why the answers were the way they were, where they were kind of positive and you really couldn't tell, and it was obvious that you didn't know, and maybe you should just, because you were like, you would know if this person has a crush on you or not. So really the whole test is just to encourage you to tell your crush.
Because you really should just tell your crush, because
you really should tell your crush.
But also, rejection is physically painful, so
it actually is.
It can make you violent. So I think that
wow, way to take that real but I think in general,
but I'm just saying be careful, because you're gonna tell your crush and they'll be like, I'm a married man.
You're like me as a Harmony adult. Yeah. I'm not telling Adam Driver.
You're not supposed to be in my trailer. Who are you? I'm calling the police. And I'm like, but I like you. And you're my crush. And it hurts when you say things like that. So I just want, if there's any teen girls listening, to know the consequences of telling someone you like them.
I think everybody knows the consequences. That's what they're afraid of. That's why they don't say it, you know?
Because it sucks. Rejection's terrible.
It sucks. It's better to get through it when you're younger, though. I feel like I'd have such a different attitude, and I've talked to exes about this, too, you know, like how we were, like it was a weird, like they talk about the game of dating, and you're always afraid, do I like this person more? Did they like me? Which can be a problem. When you sense that off balance, like somebody's way more into you than you are to them, you're like, it's not moving at the same pace. That's weird. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you really do want to make sure you're not coming on too strong or whatever. But I was so not honest with how I felt because I was afraid of rejection. And then since I wasn't being honest, somebody's trying to read my cues. They're not being honest. Like, the relationship that worked with Richard, it was obviously for a lot of reasons, but part of it is just because we literally, like, very first week or two, we're like, we're going to tell each other how we really feel about things, even if it kind of hurts the other one, or even if it's really awkward, we're going to give each other some time to say what we're trying to say, and not just, like, we have to get it right the first time, all those, like, adult things or whatever. I have no idea what the point of this is. It's like, what did I just say?
Telling your crush.
Telling your crush, whatever. Just be honest about it. And you can do it in a fun and funny way. Like, I mean, if you're a teenage girl, you're probably gonna have so much of a dating life. You're, you know, wonderful, vivacious. Like, you know, just go for it. It's not gonna kill you to get rejected. It won't be the last time. And at least you'll be on the same page. And you can always just be cute about it. Like I said, I think it's fun to be like, I think you're like a hottie, and like you don't have to say that with any like presumption. But also being a teenager is hard, and people are really judgmental. So never mind. I'm talking like we're all adults. Those teenage guys are like, nah, I just like pieces of shit. I forgot that teenage boys suck. I hope your crush is another teenage girl who's very sweet and not as shitty. Oh, what do you rate the quiz?
You know what? This is an 8 out of 10. It was good. It was a positive ending. It had lots of easy to answer questions. There's just 2 choices. And it was fun. And it was like decent advice, actually. Yeah. You know, we didn't read the full results once we realized it was just tell them, but we were like, oh, whatever. You know what I didn't say? It is Does Your Crush Like You? 17 Magazine by Danielle Fox, Julie Miller, and Leah Campano. It was a bunch of ladies that were like, we're going to give some good dating advice, sort of. Crush advice. So, good job, you guys, actually. Not bad. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah. Are you going to tell Adam Driver? Should I do it? Should I, like, tweet it? But, like, what is it? Like, 90% of my crush is just, like, in my head. I mean, it has nothing to do with this actual human person. I mean, that's too much. Like, it has 0% to do with this actual person. He's just a puppet for my fantasy.
maybe in taking the quiz, if you are like, oh, none of these apply to my crush's behavior, maybe the result is when you slowly, sadly realize it's one-sided. You're like, oh, this already doesn't apply to me because I don't talk to them, so.
Yes. And maybe talking to him would, like, ruin it.
They say don't meet your heroes. That's a real... I know a few people who have met celebrities, and they were like,
I hate meeting celebrities.
I
never like meeting celebrities.
I don't actually want to. That feels intrusive, because you...
Yeah. Because they're like a person, and you're like, hello. And they're like, hey, this is part of my job. I'm talking to you right now.
Oh, the exhaustion of having to build rapport with somebody in 5 seconds. Ugh. We don't have to empathize with celebrities. That's not what this quiz is for.
Oh, I went to a thing, a really cool thing, but there was lots of celebrities to meet at the thing. It was like the guy who did Rick and Morty, and the villain from Silicon Valley, and Data from Star Trek, and Diana Troy from Star Trek, and the screenwriters who did 12 Monkeys, and they did like this thing it was like a nonprofit thing. It was so nice. It was small, like a very small venue, and they read this original script like on stage, and then they came out after and they talked to everybody, and they were super nice, and I like hated it because I don't like meeting celebrities really, but they always open with like, what do you do? Which is such a great question because you know what they do for a living. They're like actors, but then they ask you right off the bat what you do, so you talk about yourself so you feel comfortable. And
honestly, that's my strategy. Like, because I'm a recruiter, so I ask people about their jobs a lot. So a lot of times when I meet new people, I'll be like, oh, what do you do? Where do you work? Or, like, I try not to presume that they're working, though, too, but I'll try to ask, because that's a very easy, comfortable question for me to field. I'm like, no matter what you say, I'm used to talking to people about their job, but...
Right, and it's, they were so gracious and nice, and it was terrible, so...
Oh, but it sounded like they were doing something that they actually wanted to do, and they wanted to be there, and they wanted the engagement experience, because they didn't have to structure it in a way where they really met everybody and was talking to the full audience, so it seems like that's something they were actually enjoying.
They were pros. They were so good at it.
I was like, tell me more about Brent Spiner. More about Dana.
Oh, he's tiny.
I literally was about to ask, how tall is he?
He's so small. Sorry if you're listening to this, but also if you're listening to this, great. But like, also, he's so tiny.
You know who's also kind of tiny and petite is Jason Mraz, because I did get to meet him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I did marketing and music, and my old boss got me and my friend tickets, and then he actually was friends with Jason Mraz. It wasn't just like a transactional thing; like they were like friendly acquaintances, and he was like, "Oh, this girl that I work with, she and her best friend are like super huge fans or whatever," and so he intentionally gave us backstage passes, so that was cool. Like he didn't have to, and so there were the people that were there for like they bought like a meet and greet, and then there was us, and you could tell we were just trying not so hard. First of all, not to freak out, but also like, I'm so sorry that I'm taking up your time. You did not have to do this. This is amazing. I hate that you have to sign this. He was so awesome. He was just like chatting with us, with him and his manager, and it was so late at night. We could tell he was exhausted. He gave us hugs. Like he was so nice and just talking. Like you want to hang out, blah blah blah. But he's a very tiny guy as well.
Yeah.
But, yes.
God, that's so cool that like when they're nice and that they're.
It was so cool about it. We literally were like, you look tired. We're gonna let you go to bed. Like you're literally touring and probably have to be somewhere else completely different in in hours. So and then we were darting home. So just from a practical standpoint, we're like,
it's just like, can you imagine being like very talented and then also very organized and like very charismatic, and you're like a super nice person on top of it. Like I'm none of those things.
Oh gosh, right? And he was so nice. So nice, and all the stories are anyway. All these nice tiny guys. Is this what we're talking about?
I guess so. I'd be like a garbage person. Like, what if I was a famous person and I was like at this thing and people were trying to meet me and I'm like, ugh, like, you should come to our meetups. And I'm Okay, so you'll take this next quiz.
What's cool about it is it's from 17 Magazine, and I found it on Pinterest, but it's 17 Magazine from 1944. So that's cool. Yeah.
And I'm excited to see. It's called First Date Quiz. How would you solve these typical first date stumpers? We offer 3 solutions for each one. Take your pick and check your answers with those on page 72. Then write and tell us about any others that you have stymied.
So I wonder if these are things that they made up, the scenarios, or if people wrote in, or I don't know though. It's cool because apparently there's right and wrong answers to these, which is not something we've ever done before. We've never done a quiz where we were like, oh, I can get it wrong.
Right. This is testing your knowledge.
I know.
Quiz.
I'm like, wow, let's see how I do on these first dates.
Do you have your pen and paper ready?
I literally do, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
A, you don't want to miss the school dance, but you can't go Doe. So you, 1, grade your list of male acquaintances according to their date appeal and then start telephoning. 2, call up a friend of yours in another school and invite him. 3, tell the student body president, ditch your girl, take me instead.
I would call up a friend. Yeah. I hope that's the right answer. I like that, but you can't go Doe.
D-O-E, Doe.
D-O-E, yeah. I guess that's like going to stag.
Oh,
like going Doe. That's cute. I'm like, I like this energy. All right.
B. B, you are party bound with the man of the hour who has never met your folks. When he calls you, do you 1, have him wait while you powder your nose, give him and the family a chance to know each other. 2, hang him from the chandelier till you're ready to leave. 3, introduce him to your parents and sit and talk for a while, then go.
3. Is this like I'm getting ready and he's like, I've arrived at your house. Hello, I am calling for you. Dear Amber, I am ready to go on the date. And I'm like, oh, just a moment, honey. And I powder my nose and hope that they polite chit-chat. So, like, is that what they were suggesting with 1? Like,
yes.
Hang him from the chandelier until you're ready to leave. That's like, I don't care, right?
Right. You start getting ready when he comes to your door.
Oh,
right.
damn. No, I'm going to do the reasonable thing. I'll just, I'll be like, hey, those are my parents. Let's talk for a second.
So, number 3. No tricks. You don't start out the date with deception.
Honestly, like, a lot of my exes were sad that they never met my family and my parents, because apparently it was just like, I was always going to them. So I was like, oh, what an irrelevant question, actually. I just leave, flounce around. Oh, well, if I was being reasonable, I would introduce them.
Right.
So.
You know now.
I know now.
C, you're taking a bus and the 8 people stranded on the curb are snarling because you can't decide who gets on or off first. Finally, you, 1, precede him getting on and follow him getting off. 2, let him go first when you get on. He has to pay the fare, but you should go first getting off. 3, help him up the step. He leads a hard life.
What? Both of us were like, huh? You're taking a bus and the 8 people stranded on the curb are snarling because you can't decide who gets on or off first.
No.
You're holding up the line. There's a bunch of people and you're like, I don't know if my husband or my first date should go first or me. Like, you are already overthinking this. What the fudge? I don't give a shit. Where's that answer? We're just getting on the bus, for Pete's sake.
Right.
I'm just going to say 1 because I don't care anymore.
Okay.
I think that means I precede him getting on and follow him getting off.
Like, you just do.
I just do it. And that was the first answer. I just do it.
The way the thing is structured, I thought 8 people were snarling because they all wanted to get on and off first.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I had to read it again. I was like, they're all crap. You see those like videos where people are like flooding the train, like the subway, and they're all like.
Yeah, and I was like, God, it's 8 people fighting.
I was real confused. I'm glad we both were like, I don't understand this scenario.
D, you are at a dance and spot your best friend a few feet away.
A,
she is with a boy you don't know, and she has never met Johnny. Would you, 1, start the introductory ball rolling with, hey, Kay, you know Johnny Reeves? Johnny, this is Kay Drake. 2, say firmly, Kay, I imagine that's Ted. Well, this is Johnny. 3, grab Johnny and scamper to the other side of the room.
I would introduce to like a normal person. Like, here's this. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, scandalous. Like, I was, wow. I have never seen this boy that Harmony is with. Do I even go and introduce him? Do I? I'm like, wow. Again, the way overthinking of things.
You know, some of these things are more like propaganda on how to behave because, you know, they didn't have television or like internet and like radio. Maybe not everybody had it, so
This is like just first date etiquette. Do you know what to do? This is what you should do because we don't have any other way to tell you. But this is what society.
Right. This is what society is saying you should do. Like, this is how you introduce somebody to somebody else. Because, like, if you watch the old YouTube videos, like, how to get dressed for high school, and they'd be like, you know, if your button's broken, like, sew it back on, and polish your shoes, and comb your hair, and, like...
So this is grooming me to be an obedient woman. I don't love it.
Yeah, an obedient woman in 1944.
I hate it. All the wrong answers.
Yeah. E. You and Johnny and another couple decide to go to the movies. There's a little confusion when it comes to the seating plan. Will you, 1, alternate the sexes by sitting boy, girl, boy, girl. 2, give up in despair and take separate seats in the 4 corners of the theater. 3, settle yourselves like a sandwich. The boys on the outside, the girls in the middle, and then concentrate on the movie.
3. That's reasonable, actually. You know, like you don't have to alternate boy, girl, boy, girl. Like, yeah. So,
well, if the couples are whatever, yes.
I guess it'd be different now too, because like I would set myself to who I was closest to and what would be the least awkward. I guess presumably I'm close to my date and then you, my female friend, because I wouldn't be friends with the male of the other couple. So
yes, that's true. I see what you're saying. I was just like, I thought it was just general sandwich. Like maybe boys in the middle, the girls like
You're just like the sandwich method.
I'm glad we talked about it because maybe I don't know how to go on these dates.
So what's weird is F suddenly jumps to the left of this. These are not in alphabetical order. It's weird.
I too had quibbles with the layout.
Yeah. I used to do editing of my high school newspaper and I was just like 17 magazine in 1944. Come on now. Like very judgmental.
Yeah. They did a horrible job.
Horrible. Yeah.
F. Here you are, feeling terribly sophisticated on your first dinner date, and the waiter is asking for the order. Do you, 1, give the menu a cursory glance and say, I'll take that and that and that, pointing to each item named. 2, will you order food?
Yeah.
2, tell your date what you'll have and let him give both orders.
No.
3, study the menu thoughtfully and then remark, I don't really want anything. I'm not hungry.
Oh, I hate all of these answers.
Yeah.
I would do the first one. Whatever. I'd be in a panic. I'm feeling real awkward. You know, because I'm like, I'm feeling terribly unsophisticated. Okay, my anxiety's kicking in. I'm just like, that. We already know. That's my impulse response. That. I will take. So I'll panic and do 1.
It's weird that number 3 is that you look at the menu thoughtfully, but then you're like weird.
Yeah, I'd make it real awkward. I don't even want to eat. Why are we on this date?
Like, why did you look at the menu?
On my on my second date with Richard, we went to I just gone over a stomach flu, and we were literally going out to eat as the first thing, and then we got there, and I looked at the menu thoughtfully, and then I didn't order anything, because I was like, I can't handle it. I was feeling better, you know what I mean? Like, I was totally over getting sick. I just had sort of that after stomach bug, like, your stomach shrank, things still sound kind of weird because you were so sick, you know, but I thought I was going to be fine. I love Mexican food, and we went to Chipotle, and I got there, and I was also nervous about the date, and then so I just watched him eat real...
So normalize looking at the menu thoughtfully and then ordering that.
Yeah, I really feel like I should change my answer, but on principle that makes me mad. So,
so you wouldn't have a second date with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I blew that one. I was like really offended by that, and I'm like, wait, I've done exactly that, JK. It was our second date too. That sounds weird too. Our first date, because we had a date in high school.
Yeah.
And then we didn't date again until adults. So it's sort of, so I guess I thoughtfully stared at the menu, but I can't eat any of these things, but thank you for taking me here. I will watch you eat.
Right answer.
Oh, you kind of want it to be.
G, the music starts and Johnny says, let's dance. You stand up and suddenly remember you have a purse. Would you, 1, give it to the waiter to hold. 2, leave it on the table protected by your napkin. 3, drop it on your chair.
I would... Actually, I'd probably put it on the chair, but I like the idea of putting a napkin over it. You know, so I mean, 2, I guess, would be the thoughtful thing of I'm trying to conceal my purse because I don't want it to get stolen, and that would be my concern. I don't know what the polite thing to do is, just don't take my purse, you know.
I was like, Fort ticket with you then.
Yeah, exactly. I would though too. I'm just be boogieing, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Oh no, I have my purse on me. Doesn't freaking matter.
My purse is cute.
Yeah, it is. Now I'm making Richard hold my purse. Now it's part of the dance. Like, yeah, I'd be dancing with it, you know? Like, there was no drag queens around here. Like, purse, like, you know?
Wait, what's purse first?
Oh, it's like when you walk into a room with your clutch, like, out, and you're like, because you got a cute little purse, and you're, like, making way, and you're like,
right.
I guess that's the attitude I got from it.
I love it. I think it's that, because that's fantastic.
We've got a lot of secret fourth options in this one.
All right. The evening has grown older and your makeup needs repairs. Do you, 1, ignore your grooming? Men like the natural, unaffected type. Oh, I hope so. 2, excuse yourself and head for the powder room. 3, pat your hair in place, powder your nose, and go back into action.
I'm like, am I aware that I'm a freaking hot mess? Probably. So I'm out dancing. I'm having a good time. I'm clearly bright red and sweaty because I'm a fair lady. I probably do need to go in the bathroom and just like make sure I'm all right. Yeah, so I would excuse myself and head for the powder room, but I wouldn't be like put my hair back in place, like really fixing myself that much. I would just be like, I'm a sweaty mess. Let me make sure I'm not dripping into my mouth. Like, yeah, I'm disgusting. I'll go take care of that slightly. So I guess 2. That's reasonable. Okay. Yes. And is this the last one?
I think so. Jay. Jay, it has been a lovely evening. One you'll remember for a long time. And now you and Johnny are on the doorstep saying goodnight. It's still early, so you say, 1, come on in and have some milk and cake.
Oh, hey!
Gee, I'm glad we got in early. I'm awfully tired. 3, good night, Johnny. I had a wonderful time.
Oh, look at the milk and cake.
Hey! Get that milk and cake.
I get that milk and cake. It's not the right answer, but that's Oh. All right, let's see. Score 10 points for every one you get right. 100 is perfect, 80 is good, and 60 is average. If you miss a lot, don't worry. Most girls muff these on their first dates. Your man, too, will have his own awkward moments.
Oh, that's cute that they prepare you to, like,
yeah.
It's not going to be perfect, but you can still.
I kind of like that 17's tone. I mean, even if this is propaganda, they're still like, it's okay. Like, they're really reassuring to teenage girls. I kind of wish I'd read more 17. Like, I like that's consistent for the last 70 years.
Some good, solid advice.
Yeah. I don't hate this. So, all right, let's see how I did. You get, did they say 10 points for everyone you get right? So they say A is 2. It's your school and your dance, so it's all right to ask an outsider as your guest. But don't ask boys from your school to take you. If you're trying to maneuver that, be more subtle. I am not allowed to... So I'm allowed to ask a boy from not my school. But a boy in my school, I should be more subtle and hope they ask me.
But don't ask boys from your school to take you?
So I think it's if you're both attending the same dance, then the boy should ask you.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't have anybody from your own school, it's okay for you to ask a boy from another school because they couldn't have invited you first. So I was just like, whatever. If there's no cute boys here, then I'm going somewhere else. Like again, I also went to prom with somebody who wasn't at my school every time. So whatever. I got it right. A+. Good job. Okay.
Wow.
B. Oh. What answer was 3, which is also what I put. Never keep him waiting on the first date. There's nothing more uncomfortable for a boy than having to carry on a conversation about generalities with a strange set of parents.
Never keep him waiting on that first date.
To be fair, I bet it is uncomfortable for anybody, like just meeting your parents. It's hard, you know. Yeah. So it's fine. You actually don't want to keep them waiting if your parents are down there and like That seems awkward for anybody. You would want to introduce them.
Right.
Okay.
I wouldn't like it as a parent.
Right? You're like, oh, I got to make this conversation with this awkward freaking boy.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe that's why parents are like stereotypically so weird. Like the dad's either threatening or like, have a good time.
Yeah.
Because like, what do you say? Like,
You have nothing in common except your daughter or son.
her, hopefully. Oh,
Right.
it's so awkward.
You'd be like, what's your favorite subject?
Oh, I guess, yeah. Oh, we were just like, what do you do? Like,
I'm a high school student.
yeah, you can't even go. Oh, that's hard. See, there's nothing to say. What are you studying? And they're like high school subjects.
You'd be like, come, help me carry this horse.
Oh, there you go. Put them to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you vacuum?
I was like, I don't think they were going by carriage, though. It's like the 40s. It's, I don't know.
I don't know. In that scenario, I owned a horse farm.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I should have told you that. Like a stable, I think they call it.
I like this fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're my mother in this fantasy. You're teenage Amber.
The farmer's daughter. That's like a classic.
It's pretty good for a redhead. I feel like that's a good. I'm like, the naughty farmer's daughter, that
So
little
you were.
rapscallion. I don't even know what the questions are anymore, but I think we'll figure it out with the answers. See,
Yeah.
I put 1 and it was 1. The idea is he helps you on and off the bus, hence the reversal of who goes first in the getting off and on procedure.
I mean, if you have heels and the bus, you're wearing heels and the bus has those little grooves on the steps, so it's a little treacherous.
I actually, I like heels and I go up buses. It's nice to, if you don't have a little bar, somebody should help you. I guess for a practical standpoint, that actually makes sense. Just somebody realistically helping you on and off the bus, you're in a cute outfit, so.
Right, and they're a little taller, a little stronger, so it's like a steady person to help you.
Oh, we're like, fine, these are all reasonable, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be more upset, almost. And
Yeah.
actually, like, this is okay advice. Like,
this is fine.
Yeah.
It's just like being polite.
it aged all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, D.
D, number 1. You clear the air and give K ammunition for the next move, which is, this is Ted Tremaine, Mary Brown, and Johnny Reeves. I already forgot the question.
I guess it was how you introduce yourself, if harmonies with this guy that I don't know, and I was supposed to cue you up to
introduce.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next time you run into Ted, you won't be struck with that awful, oh, he's the boy Kay was with at the Phi Alpha dance, but what's his name feeling?
No, I'm gonna forget Ted's name.
Yeah,
I didn't even remember from the question. I was like, Johnny, the quarterback. I don't know, whatever. How do you get around that, by the way? If you forget somebody's name, I just tell people. I was like, I remember a conversation. I know we talked about this. I cannot remember your name. What is your name? And then I guess I'm like crushes. I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you.
I do it, but then if I don't catch it, and then there's people I've known for years and I don't know their names.
I had somebody
years, Amber. Literally, like, I've known you for 5 years. I talked to you. No, I don't know.
Oh no, I kind of have that with one person. I have one person, and she remembers me from, I think, elementary school. Yeah. And I don't even want to say where I know this person from, because I'm like, what if somehow? Anyway, so they remember me, and I do not remember them. And they remember so much, and they're like, you look exactly like you did when you were like in 2nd grade, and you've always been like this, and they remember so much about me. To be fair, I do know who they are. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I actually do think I could remember them from elementary school, but can I find any documentation of what their name is? Have I been able to figure that out in the last several years? Because we're not like Facebook friends or anything. No. And they remembered so much about me. They were just like, oh, Amber, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? So there's one person I haven't been able to ask just because it was such an unbalance, and I felt like a dick. So, yeah. You're not a dick. Because, damn, it's just hard to remember names.
It's hard to remember names.
Yeah, I would never remember Ted Tremaine.
I already forgot.
I was like, looking, checking. Okay, so E.
E, 1 or 3. 3 is preferred, but it can be a little complicated if there's a crowd surging for the seats.
What was the question? Oh, where do the couples sit? Oh.
So 1 or 3. So 1 was alternate sexes, or 3 would seat yourself like a sandwich. Delicious teens.
1 or 3 is preferred. Oh, 1 or 3. 3 is preferred, but can be a little complicated if there's a crowd surging for the seat. How did people go to the theaters back in the day? I'm very confused. There might not have been.
Oh, you pick. Remember, you're gonna remember because this is only a couple of years ago, or even now. And
but they were like, there's a big surge for the seat. Was it like a like so people just open the doors, and then people are just trying to find a spot,
right?
And that's why they were just like, maybe you just go sit in the corner because you're like, this is so freaking hard.
Did it say like opening night or something?
You and Johnny and another couple decided to go to the movies. There's a little confusion when it comes to the seating plan.
See, nowadays you can get like an assigned seat, and it's very nice. But before times, you would have to just run in there and grab a seat.
I chose what I chose, lady sandwich. I don't regret it.
So F is 2. It simplifies matters and satisfies his protective instinct.
I don't even know what F was, but I got it wrong. I picked 1.
F.
Oh, terribly unsophisticated. I was supposed to tell my date what I'll have and let him give both orders.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
fuck
let them
that.
in order.
No, I'm gonna panic and just eat food. It's fine.
Or have nothing.
Or have nothing. I knew I was getting that wrong. It's fine. All right, G.
G. 2 or 3, depending on which makes you happier. Unless it's a young suitcase, you'll hold it on your lap when you're not dancing.
That's where do I put my purse. I said 2. And so you're just not supposed to give it to the waiter and be like, hold my shit. You can put it on the chair or on the table.
Right.
That's actually just a nice etiquette thing for a lady. Like,
right.
I might be concerned about where to leave my purse. And,
right.
Okay, that's fine. But yay, I did it.
Yeah. H. 3. Build up his ego. Don't act as though you were merely subscribing to a social convention. Let him know you're pleased and a little flattered.
Oh, is this the one where I told the captain I danced with him? Forget Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so look, you weren't supposed to pay attention to the guy you might have actually gone to. I knew it. All right, aced it.
Pleased and a little flattered. Okay, I. 2. Sad but true, your makeup and hair won't look as pretty at 11 as they did at 8. Why let Johnny in on your beauty secrets? Powder your nose at the table if you must, and if you can take Johnny's disapproving glare without flinching, but use the powder room for more advanced repairs. Better still, use it for all of them.
I don't like any of this advice. I did choose the right answer, which is just like, whatever, I'm going to look okay. I like the first part where they're like, you're not going to look as pretty at 11 as 8. I wanted them to be like, it's fine. Do what you do to be comfortable.
You're beautiful and we love you.
Yeah, that's...
Last one, J. 1. Unless it's very late or you and Johnny just don't seem to hit it off, ask him in for a little while. It's the nice thing to do and cements those future dates.
Oh, I like 17! Girl, get them milk and cake.
Milk and cake.
Milk and cake.
Milk and cake. Milk and cake.
I'm shimmying my boobies.
Yeah.
I got a 90 out of 100. I know what to do on a first date.
Wow.
Wow.
They had a scale. What did they say 90 was?
It's above good.
Oh,
it's not perfect. Good. Yeah, I still got an A. I feel like an A minus.
You know, you're a human. You're learning. You're growing, and now you know what to do.
I do. And which one did I get wrong? Oh, it was F. I remember. I don't care. Oh, it's what to order. I'm still not gonna fix that. I think I'm perfect. I think that's what.
Gosh, I feel like it'd be put upon if someone gave me their order and wanted me to relay it. But I guess I do that at the fast food place where you go through the drive-thru and you're like, can you tell them I wanted number 7 or whatever?
I'm not really good at, like, sometimes we'll be out with friends. I mean, not as much lately. But, you know, people want, like, we're getting sushi or whatever. That's a common one where we'll all pick out, like, 1 or 2 and we'll have a group order and share it. And I'm usually the one that's very good at remembering who wants what. So I would be like, hey, fella, you give me your order and I'm going to order it. Wow. So that's the secret option.
See, yeah, that's the better answer. You give it to the person who's better at ordering.
Right? You should. There we go. We fixed it. What do you rate this? I thought this was really way better than I thought it was going to be for 1944 17 magazine. I'm actually impressed.
I'm impressed. I feel like a lot of these rules can be used today. I think that it was funny like the writing and the little scenarios, super informative.
I think we're rating 17 magazine as a whole because we sort of just got like pretty good, right?
Yeah. Good.
I would. Good job, 17 magazine.
Would recommend.
Would recommend. This is CosmoGirl's quiz. Are you weird?
Am I weird?
Yeah. We're both weird.
Good.
But look at I like the subtitle. Learn to love your inner freakazoid. We know she's in there somewhere. By Harriet S. Mosache. I said that wrong. I was trying to say mustache if you see her name.
Oh.
But she's a doctor.
Yeah.
And it's actually trying to be pro-weird. So, I like it. All right. Number 1, your new teacher asks everyone about their hobbies. You knit, run, and watch lots of movies. You say, A, I watch foreign movies no one's heard of, like Audition, where this girl cuts off the guy's legs and puts all these needles in his eyes. You say, B, I run cross country, and oh, I also like to knit sometimes. Or C, you say, I like to go jogging. Like, how weird do you make your answer is basically...
Oh.
Yeah.
A, which sounds like nervous babbling, which is definitely what I do during public speaking. So.
Yes. We're being honest, right? We
Yeah.
don't game the system. We're like the nervous one where I overshare. Yeah.
Welcome to Quizmas.
You're eating breakfast on the go, and you wind up spilling grape juice all over your top. So you, A, wear it like that until everyone you got into a horrible accident with Grimace in the parking lot of McDonald's on your way to school. B, you cover it up with your skater friend's tee. He always wears at least 2. Or C, you change into a spare shirt you keep in your locker at all times. Because you know you're going to spill shit on yourself, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Is that one?
Yes.
Oh, C. 3, your assignment. Do an in-class presentation on Shirley Temple. Naturally, you, A, wear a totally outrageous polka dot dress, put your hair in tight curls and tap dance. B, show some key movie clips and bring in Sprite and Grenadine to serve the drink named after her. Or C, give a moving speech about her life, from child star days to her job with the State Department.
Oh, C, but I wish I was B. B sounds like such a smart person.
B is such a good idea. It's that like high effort, low effort mix that I like, where bringing in the Sprite and Shirley Temple ingredients is like so thoughtful and fun for everybody in the class pre-COVID. And then everybody's like, wow, they put an extra effort, but it's like the putting a dress on of existing. Like, because I always talk about how like when you put a dress on, it's one piece of fabric, and you're like, I'm beautiful now, and everybody gets to agree, and they're like, wow, you look so nice, and you're like, I have one article of clothing. It's but you still, you showed some movie clips. It seems like you put effort into it, and it just, I like that. I wish I was B too.
Yeah, B has their shit together.
I'm like, smart girl. That doctor sure knows some interesting tips. Number 4, which of the following makeup products will you be most likely to impulse buy? A, a turquoise rainbow glitter mascara. B, a super shiny magenta nail polish. Or C, a nice rose lipstick that's just a shade lighter than your lips.
Oh, C.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I almost did that like the
You're
other day.
Yeah. 5, during Truth or Dare, you dared to sleepwalk into your friend's brother's room. You, A, barge into the room, add some loud talking and snoring for extra effect, and dramatically bump into things, including him. You, B, slowly open his door, take a few steps in, and then run back out. Or C, ask for truth instead. That dare.
C.
Yeah?
Jeez.
6, if you found out you just won the Volkswagen of your choice, you'd ask for A, one of those old vans from the 70s, preferably with a shag carpet. B, a Beetle, but in slate gray. None of that wacky bright green for me. Or C, a Jetta.
Well, I like gray. I'm very attracted to that, but I think the van's big size is helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, you can rip out the shag carpet. It's at least a big van,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was like, oh, slate gray. Harmony loves gray.
I love gray,
You
but
do. But a Beetle
size matters.
Yeah, and a Jetta's a small vehicle too. So
Yeah.
7, which celebrity do you look at and go, when I'm famous, I want to be like her? Do you want to be like Gwen Stefani, Drew Barrymore, or Mandy Moore? What I will say is all 3 of these ladies are still very relevant in pop culture today. Good for frickin' them.
Gwen Stefani looks fantastic. I definitely want to be here when I grow up.
Gwen Stefani looks insane. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, her skin.
Yeah, every year she's more beautiful than the year before.
How is that possible? possible?
for 30 years in a row. Like, what is happening?
God.
Yeah.
I look at, like, her and Jennifer Lopez, who's also, like, in her 50s
Yeah.
and just getting, like, more abs. And I'm like, what the actual...
The best plastic surgeon.
Is that...
Yes.
I have, like, wrinkles on my forehead now, and I'm like, do I get Botox? What do I do? I'm not... Yeah.
I guess
the best plastic surgeons?
I'm all trying to see them. I can't see them.
Oh, I have to look. I'm like...
Oh, you mean the 11s? Like the little...
Oh, no, I'm getting, like, little rumples up here. Like, if I...
Oh, you mean your skin moves when you make a facial expression? Yes. I see that happening.
Yes, that is what I mean.
In
fact,
yeah. I don't want that to happen. Did it not do that before?
No, only within the last, like, couple of months have I started to get, like, I move my forehead and there's, like, different little lines when I make expressions.
Like, how many lines can I get?
Not that much. Like, 2? How much do I have when I open my eyes in surprise?
I wanted you to be like, it's rippled, like like the sea. Like, I wanted it to be... I'm drawing a picture, which is great radio, but I wanted it to be like a rippled forehead.
Like a Klingon. Like just...
fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Like, I've been tanning since 1970. Like,
I drove your big van with the shag carpet to the tanning salon
yes.
every year till you won the van. That's the previous owner. I don't have a good segue for this. Do you want to know if you're weird or not?
Yes.
All right, scoring.
Okay, so point. A is 3?
A is 1.
Okay.
B is 2, and C is 3.
12, 15.
15. So, you're classically strange. Sure, you might break dance in the cafeteria, but you save the moves for when the vice principal isn't on lunch duty. When normal is needed, i.e. in class or on a job interview, you can play that role too. As long as neither way of acting stresses you out, you're just doing a good job of expressing yourself honestly, you weirdo.
Oh,
that's cute.
That's so cute.
I really like this. So look at, if you got really high, you're weirdly normal. If you got really low, you were truly bizarro. But when you get truly bizarro, it was like, you know how people say you're insane? Well, you're not. You just act the way you want to act without worried about what other people think. Like, this is all very positive. I really like Teen Magazine vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, CosmoGirl did good. I thought this was really funny written, and we actually, like, I literally need an assignment about Shirley Temple.
Right. Yes. So I can steal that wonderful idea that doctor had.
This was really good, too. I feel like the quizzes today have been pretty high quality. We just needed to stay away from BuzzFeed.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Excellent.
Yeah.
We're relaxing.
You know what? Actually, 9 out of 10 because I would have rather not have to use pen and paper. So that's not a joke.
I was excited about doing. You're like math. I didn't like the. So it's the quiz is How Hip Are You? And it was from January 1996.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And you were very young, and I was as well, but I'm just a couple years older than you, and that might make all the difference with knowing some of these references.
Maybe. Well, I might need to cheat off of you. Okay. I'm going to take the How Hip Are You quiz, but I don't know if I was super hip when I was 8 or whatever. So we'll see.
Oh, wait. Okay. This is by Bonnie Dat, and I don't know the magazine. It might be like YM, which is Young and Modern. When you hear the word Silverchair, do you think of a hunky band or something you sit on when your feet get tired?
I know Silverchair is a band. Yes, I do. Yay. What do I write down?
I'm just reading the intro to the quiz.
I'm like, did I get it right? I'm hip now, right? Yeah.
You got it right.
Yay.
And when you hear about twin sets, do visions of Tia and Tamara Mowry or sweater sets pop in your head?
Neither. I was like, what?
You know who Tia and Tamara
I
Mowry?
do.
Okay.
Yeah, but just the word. What was it? Twin
set.
Twin set.
Yeah.
I'm like a mattress. Like,
oh, like you have like a little kind of cardigan sweater, and then you have like maybe a turtleneck, or not the turtleneck, but like a sleeveless sweater underneath that matches.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah,
like
I probably did wear that in elementary school.
Yeah.
like a cute, yeah.
Okay, so number 1, Travis Birkenstock is A, the latest in casual footwear, which it's been pretty trendy the last so and so. Okay, B, cute stoner and clueless. C, country singer.
I gotta tell you, I know what Birkenstock shoes are, so I would get this wrong, I'm sure. I don't know who Travis Birkenstock is. Do you?
Yes.
What is he?
He's in Clueless, the movie.
Oh, I do like that movie, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
I think he's the burnout guy.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
I'm not hip. It's all right. It's okay.
Number 2, Gavin Rossdale.
I know who that is. We just talked about Gwen Stefani.
Then you'll know he's A Republican candidate for president. B, plays Kirk Cameron's brother Corey on the sitcom Kirk. C, Bush's hot lead singer.
Did you know that there was a sitcom called Kirk?
No.
I do know it's C. I do.
Okay.
So.
Number 3, hip hop style. A, loose jeans, cool shoes, weird nail polish, Adidas. B, punked hair, piercings, wide pants, ripped shirt. C, needs socks, little backpack.
I don't even feel comfortable answering one. You pick for me. I'm gonna phone a friend.
Hip hop style is
it's the first one, right?
but the weird nail polish doesn't
That
resonate.
seemed that didn't seem like hip hop, right? And then the second one was leaning punk to me.
Yeah, leaning punk.
And the third one, what is that?
Happy, like you
Yeah.
know those like knee socks, the little tiny backpack purse.
That's why I'm like A, right? I guess.
Yeah, I'd go with A.
Yeah. Did they know? Were they hip enough to know what?
I don't know, Bonnie Dat. What were you doing in 1996? Were you cool back then? Quiz writer?
Do you want to look her up? Like,
You just stalks her.
No! You always go straight to doxing. I'm like, do you want to look up any woman? And you're like, a doxer. I'm like, that's doxer. No.
Watch out, Dat.
I just wanted to judge her if she was cool 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Well, do you want to Google? Should we stop and Google her?
No, we'll maybe yes.
Maybe
actually,
okay,
yeah. Let's.
So we have Googled Bonnie Dat because we're weird stalkers, and she has we believe it's her. It's like maybe a lady that's a little bit older than us, but looks very cool. She is a writer. I think this is her.
Yeah, so it says WGA award producer, writer, comedy writer, fashion writer, music geek, and political activist, which is all vibes I'm getting from this already.
Right.
Because it had a little bit of political, funny, cute, music. Like, she actually does seem to be kind of like, maybe in 1996 hip-hop, there was like a splash of some nail polish or something. Right. Or maybe that was her one blind spot. We don't know. But
I guess sometimes, who does hip-hop? And has crazy nails. I don't know.
In 1996?
Oh, I don't know.
This is too deep of a rabbit hole.
Bonnie Dat, if you're listening, we like your quiz already.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yes. All right. So
no, it's baffling. Okay. Number 4, the hottest look on your hands. A, French manicure, charm bracelet, pinky ring. B, thumb ring, denim nail polish, Hello Kitty watch. C, clear polish, rings on every finger, bangle bracelets. I'm like looking at your hands.
I don't know. I'm B. Why am I trying to pretend?
B, yeah.
I was like, I'm the cool option. Then I'm like, no, I'm not.
Oh,
no,
that is
I'm
the
Q,
cool
C.
option. Oh, yeah.
I have no idea, but it's not B. But that's me. It's fine.
It's okay. 6, road stars, Jack Purcell's Gazelles. A new Saturday morning cartoon lineup. B, went to the finals in American Little League Championship. C, wear them on your feet.
Okay, road stars, Jack.
Purcell's Gazelles. You gotta pick one and then we'll Google it.
Let's say wear them on your feet.
They seem like shoes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Converse Jack Purcell canvas shoes. Gazelle shoes. I think they're Adidas. So they're like types of.
Oh, they're types of.
Oh,
Okay.
Cute.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
I would get those right now.
I know.
Those are
it's
cute.
Like,
oh, those are some gazelles.
Mm.
Like. Those are cute.
They're like little, like soccer looking.
Yeah, but with like different colors, and they were nice colors. I like it. Yeah.
They're very like feminine. Okay, number 7, vinyl. A, almost extinct music form. B, sticky car upholstery. C, coolest fashion fabric.
There's still vinyl out there, like in terms of music, like actual like vinyl records and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say A.
8, best style for your docs. A, mid calf. B, open heel. C, ankle.
Ankle.
That sounds cute.
you know? Like, I've told you before, I have big calves. Like, like, I can't, I've still got to go to specialty stores, I guess, and try to find, like, good high boots that actually go up. But
we talk about this every episode.
I won't do it. I just talk about my big calves.
Pause. I'm going to find, what size shoe do you wear?
8?
And you want fuck me boots?
Yeah, that's it.
Those are over the knee.
Those are super cute.
60, $70.
That's not that much. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not nothing. I can afford that.
You want something with a heel, because you look super cute in heels.
Thank you. I actually was just talking about to Richard. I want to hear heels again. Ooh.
Those are like little booties.
Ooh.
Up the toe. They're sparkly. I don't know if that. There we go.
Oh, yeah. With little, that's cute.
That's your fuck me's.
Yeah, that's my fuck me's.
Yeah.
I'm going to get them and be like, look at my fuck me's.
High boots.
I want high
like
boots. Yeah, I want to be able to wear them with my short skirt and actually be
There
showing.
they are.
Oh, yeah.
There they are.
That's what I want.
So we found your sexy boots.
Yeah, we did.
You like them?
I really like them.
Yes.
They're very sexy.
I think it's worth a try.
I want it.
Okay.
I got like this pleather skirt at the Halloween store. I think it would look great. It's like a pleather pleated black skirt with those boots. Oh yeah.
Shoot. Your fuck me skirt with your fuck me boots.
Yes, the full fuck me outfit. Yeah. Get the hint, buddy. You know, like what she want to do today, and I walk out and I know what she wants to do tonight. Hey, milk and cookies.
Yeah. Oh no,
milk and cake. 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 That's better. Give them some of that cake.
Yeah. It'll bring the milk. Okay. I love it. 9. The Rachel cut. A lean slice of beef. B, a paper cut on your pinky finger. C, Jennifer Aniston's haircut.
Obviously, the Rachel is still something that people know of. Like that's a iconic hairstyle.
10, BPL. A, very pretty legs. B, volatile punk lyrics. C, visible panty lines.
Did you ever use the phrase VPL?
No, because I was very young in 1980s.
Yes. What was it? Is it visible panty line? Yeah, we just assume C. I'm gonna say C. I'm just gonna educated guess it.
Oh, weren't thongs like starting to come out?
Oh
in the 90s and like G-strings that became like really.
That seems like
popular.
What a catty girl would be like.
And you get your little whale tail.
VPL.
Yeah.
Oh, your whale tail. Yeah.
Maybe you want VPL.
Oh, maybe you do want VPL.
Yeah.
Oh, I was the backward, the opposite. More panty.
Because you were a child. 11. Presidents of the United States of America. A, a slang term for cash. B, the name of a band and its first CD. C, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton.
Well, B.
Okay. 12. 411. A, directory assistance. B, medical assistance. C, details.
You want the 411, so, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the band 311.
Oh, I was thinking, when you said that at first, too, I was just like, because they do, like, amber is the color of your energy.
Yeah.
I don't...
Whoa.
All right. 13.
13, Central Perk. A, coffee shop the Friends group frequents.
It's that one. We don't have to read the rest.
14, lacto-ovo vegetarians. A, don't eat meat, poultry, and fish, but do eat eggs and dairy products.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, A.
15, Killer Instinct. A, new television series starring David Hasselhoff. B, fastest selling Nintendo game ever. C, new movie starring Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis.
I'm just going to say A. I don't know. All right.
Okay.
Let's add it up.
B was the correct answer, and that was the fastest selling Nintendo game ever.
Really?
Yeah, Killer Instinct.
I'm really sad I didn't know the video game reference.
No, that's okay. So we added up, we tallied your score, and
no, we didn't. I haven't yet. I'm still doing the math.
I just figured it'd be the highest one, right? Because it's mostly 3s.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. That's 11. My score was 24. Was it 35? How did I do?
Oh, okay, you were right. You're on the cusp, because if you scored 45 to 33, you're Little Miss Hipster.
Oh,
so hip.
So cool.
You're so hip, you're out mossing Kate and her velveteen hip huggers. And that doesn't just mean knowing that in the makeup world, vibrant eye color and downplayed lip color have replaced vampy lips and overplayed peepers. It means you know what's going on in the real world, too, and your well-roundedness is something everyone admires.
1996 me was like, just real cool.
Wow.
Coolest third grader on the block.
Year 2022 is so cool, too.
Yeah.
So hip. Wow.
How did you rate this quiz? How did you? I thought it was fun, and I had no idea what some of the answers were.
It was good. It was fun. I had a good energy.
I went for a vampy lip and colorful eye shadow today, which I don't normally do either. I normally have the bare minimum makeup on, but I was just like, I was going Valentine's Day vibes, like in my pink, so I just went all out.
Yeah.
So I got little hearts on,
I see.
Yeah, I was ready for romance.
Yeah.
I fell more in love with you. Was
Me?
that awkward? You were like, me?
Me?
No, friend crush. I was like, oh, friend crush. No, it's just awkward.
A vision.
No.
A pink vision. I thought your eyes had a natural pink gradient, I guess.
You were just like, I guess that's what she looks like.
It is. I was like, that's Amber.
The Pete Davidson shadow around my eyes. Like
her
that's
natural vampy lip.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us on this episode of Quiz Miss. It was very missy.
Oh my gosh.
We really put the miss in Quiz Miss.
Young misses
Oh
today.
yes, yeah. But
Yeah.
before we were Quiz Misses, we were Quiz Miss.
Yeah.
Yes. Little misses.
Aww.
If you enjoyed this podcast and want to reach out to us, you can reach out to the Little Misses at it's quizmisspodcast@gmail.com, right?
That's right.
So it's QUIZMS podcast, quizmisspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
And you can also find us on our Patreon. We have patrons. We really do. So this is getting cool.
Yeah.
So if you also want to be so cool and listen to our really fun bonus stuff, which is maybe a little more provocative.
Right. More hilarious. The best stuff.
Actually funnier than a lot of our podcasts, which is, like I said, upsetting to me. Then go to our Patreon.
Yeah, and just look us up on Patreon, Quizmas Podcast. I laughed till I cried on some of those quizzes that we did for Patreon. And then we have special bonus wallpaper for your phone or desktop.
Oh, that is so cool!
Lots of cool content.
I am going to need to actually use that. So that is so cool. But yeah, just keep listening to us where you're listening to us. You can find us on Anchor. You can find us on Spotify. Apple. Oh, Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review. It really helps us out. You can leave a little review if you want. Oh,
please.
5 stars. 5 stars, yes.
Yeah.
Anywhere else? Did we miss anything?
YouTube.
Oh yeah, we have a YouTube. So if you prefer to listen there, we're covered. And if you Google us, it's Quizmiss, one word, QUIZMS, and then podcast, and then it'll pop pretty much everything up. We've got a Reddit. We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, join our Reddit.
That's actually really fun because we can talk to people live and we're just gonna stalk that lady that we looked up her name and be like, join our Reddit.
Oh yes, God, I already forgot.
Dottie. No, that wasn't her name.
Bettina
Brappy Naps. Damn it.
Brappy Naps.
Brappy Naps. We're gonna find you. All right.
Okay.
Welcome. Thanks. What are we saying?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
We love you.
We love you. Bye.